There we go. Now I got the ad going. Sorry for being late. Sorry for announcing stream and then not streaming. But we're live now. I'm running a quick 2-minute ad just to make it so that way people who join us don't have to deal with the BS. I hope that's acceptable. If it's not, deal with it. Sorry, that's not the right way to say things. Yeah, so we played this game the other day. Gear gave it to us and it was great. I was kind of thinking, so we have a dynasty to continue, but that being said, like, I honestly don't think that, I don't see any possibility of me winning. And also I want to see the events from the other kingdoms. I think that there's at least 2 or 3, right? Are we able to play even if we don't have the games ourselves? Yes. The difference is that if you have the game, let me go into customization. Nope, customization. If you have the game, when you appear in game, you can have your custom version of yourself be the guy, right? And that's cool, but like not necessary. I want to make all these guys look exactly like me, so that way if I decide to like get involved in Mike's stream again, like I did kind of sort of last night, that I could, you know, do. That's an awesome hat. I love that hat. But yeah, you don't have to own this game in order to do this. Cool. So anyway, I guess I'll just go ahead and do this for the next couple of seconds. Despite the fact it'll achieve nothing, it's just good to show off the features, I guess. Just be like me in every single one of these. I will be having a woad. I don't know which one. I believe that's the word for this. I like that one. I vaguely recall that word from EverQuest. That being said, oh, that's just gonna make people call me a furry, so we're not doing that. But it, fuck it. I like that one. That one's good. All right. And then we got that one. We don't have this one done. It looks like we're almost done. That being said, I want to say that EverQuest wasn't exactly the best on some stuff when it came to just like pretty much anything. So it's entirely possible that okay. For example, as much as I loved that game, there were separate there were separate stats for men and women. I forget exactly how it worked, but I think you could get like some sort of intelligence buff if you're a woman, but like you could get, I don't know, something along those lines. So like, you know, they had some problems. I think I'm just gonna go with the mask on this one, so it doesn't really matter what my face looks like too much. Yeah, no, I went ahead and used, my wife laughs at every single one of those things that I post, where it's like forklift certified or whatever. So I thought, hey, let's just make one referencing her because I love her and I miss her a lot today. Okay, cool. So I've made a version of myself of all these. There is one other thing I was thinking about doing, and I don't know if I can actually do it. Namely because the hair isn't right, but I wanted to see if I could make Kitsune Miku. I mean, you can make the hair like teal, I guess, but not really. Like not really. There is no Miku color, but happy Miku Day all the same. Anyway, so I was thinking about doing a new dynasty today and using how about just the Bitchin' Dynasty? Awesome. Play on Twitch. I want to use, so we used 3 of them last time. Yellow was the winner, I think, in a majority of them. So I'm going to go with these 2 because we didn't see them. And we're going to pick a color, either green or purple, as the last one. I feel like we saw a lot of both of them, but I want to see what other one you want, because I want to see the blue ones, and then we'll have like the best of, like whatever wins here, which probably won't be me, but whatever wins here in 2 games will be in a game with the grandees and the best 2 out of this. What color? So do you guys want either purple or green? You guys will have to take just a moment to wait. There is a poll on screen available for you guys to vote. Purple needs a 3rd chance. That's entirely possible. We played a lot of the purple missions, but we also played a lot of the green missions. I went and bought myself a Coke right before stream just because I'm feeling like a little not awake, not focused. The poll isn't showing options? Okay. Cocaine will fix that? I found out that you can get basically opioids from the gas station, which apparently is unsurprisingly having some major problems. Yeah, turns out that also, like, almost no one has voted, which leads me to believe that the poll is not actually going out to people. So it looks like purple is winning, so I'm just gonna go with purple. And then that way we can just get this going. All right, now you can do join and then pronoun, and that'll add you to this. And once we have a decent number, we'll go ahead and go. But I went and bought a Coke from the vending machine, and I guess the cooling function just doesn't work because it was warm. It was warmer than the outside weather, which is, I think, like 80 today. I believe these are supposed to be like Nords, and these are like vampires and like gothy kids, and I don't know what this one is. And you guys can still join even after I hit the begin game button. Red is Russian. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start it, but go ahead and keep doing the join thing even if you didn't get in just now, because it'll still allow you to join even like 2 hours from now. So don't even fret. You just probably won't know what color you are for a moment. All right, I'm going to introduce myself to some people. Cool. Counts. Good luck with the days ahead, Your Highness. You'll need it dealing with us a lot. It's very, okay. Hey, Were Ducky, how you doing? An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. Thank you. And, hail and well met, Dr. Spamma. Your Majesty, under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, Okay. Council hall immediately fills with raised voices as nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. Besides, sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Well, if you really get that decision if you're king, it's sort of like just a job you get, yeah? Why the hurry? Let's get it over with then. Shall we call the nobles in? All right. There's absolutely no reason to do this, but I'm going to veto you guys throwing me into the river because that's the one you're going to choose. I don't want you guys to choose something else. So do exclamation point vote and then A, B, or D, because I canceled out C. We don't know what my goals are yet. We don't know what your goals are yet. So generally lowering my stats is good. Which is why no one is choosing me. Thank you for the handful of you that did. I will remember your names. Host a lavish parade with jugglers and a fountain of wine. Thanks. I like being broke. That's great. I already forgot? I forgot what? Those fools couldn't scheme their way out of a bag. My question is, when you die, how do you hope your kingdom remembers you? Do we go for the authoritarian route, maybe? Because I know that, like, purple doesn't like... I have a feeling that the barons and the chiefs will probably really like military. So I'm going to say military, actually. Because I have a feeling that, you guys will want to do that anyway? So you guys will have to work with me. We can all do this. We can work through this together, guys. We don't have to fight. We could be friends. I swear to God, please. The Chiefs of the North. We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter king Rev. How do we make this happen? All right. If you're blue, pick one of these. If you're not sure what color you are, make sure to vote for whatever faction you are once you figure it out. This is especially helpful if you are on mobile. If you're not, you should be able to find out based on the color of the overlay. Mobile has no extension, right? But you should still be able to do the vote things. You're gonna raise other people's defiance. Okay, great. The chiefs plan to hold the king hostage in his own palace. First, they must distract the spy master. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise the region's defiance to a combined total of 6, or ensure another region begins a rebellion in 4 seasons. Okay, yeah, that'll be definitely very hard and impossible, and not a thing that you can do almost instantly. Okay. When have the barons of March backed down from a fight? Never. You know what? I know what you'll. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. So, red people, this is your chance to do that. I will be refunding the points on the prediction here, because we're just using it as a way to mark people. Propaganda, lower stability. The barons plan to persuade the population that only charismatic general can protect them. First, the common folk must be afraid. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. And then lastly, the counts. What are you guys doing? Lower stability, highest farming, lower own defiance. Lowering stability would mean that you could work with red. Lowering own defiance would fuck over blue, which honestly you'd rather win. And then farming is just kind of a random one, but you already have a pretty good lead on. Chiefs, your objective is to raise the defiance of the barons and the counts to, I think, a combined total of 6, or get one of them to go into rebellion. So, blood ritual. We're doing the blood ritual again. All right. Okay. The monarch currently has no heir. I'm gonna go with the honor guard first. I suppose so. We're skipping some of these dialogue things, just because we've read them before. The Northern Warriors currently have the most military might. However, They are trying to lower defiance generally. What do the Veterans of the March look like? That's okay. What do the Eastern Knight look like? I'm kind of down with that, man. I've made my decision. Goths. I don't care that they normally do poems now. Whatever, they'll be great. A contentious sale. Your greatness is an outrage. Baron Dustin Comp is trying to steal my bear from under my nose. Your bear? It's not his bear. I was about to buy this beast from an adventurer in Tatterlands when the chief, Captain French Toast, turned up, shouting about raving Skirnorn. The fuck are you guys talking? You guys have a bear? She is a magnificent specimen. She'll be a great addition to my menagerie. And who is that? The northern goddess of medicine and knowledge. The bear wears her mark upon her brow clear as day. Okay. Mark my words, if this bear is not brought before the north, where she belongs, there will be trouble. Finders keepers, the bears, all right. So the Baron would be red. So I think what I'm going to choose is I'm going to get rid of this option and force you to choose between two that I don't really mind. Either lower the Baron's defiance or do nothing. A is literally the best for you? It would raise the defiance of red. Why would that be good for me? C is the least bad option for y'all. Unless if you're not blue. If you're blue, you should probably pick C. If you're any other color, you should probably pick B. Unless if you're red and you want to keep your money. I don't know. This is a complex decision, really. I gave you bad options. Encourage a bidding war between the two nobles. Wonderful. Back and forth, the nobles battle out over the ownership of the bear. Eventually, the chief, Captain French Toast, wins out. The Tattered Lands adventurer is delighted and goes away with the money more money than she knows what to do with it. Naturally, the barons aren't too happy. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. The bear turns out to be a fearsome creature with bright white fur and intent green eyes. She's vast. Even on all fours, she stands taller than a wagon. She's transported north. Okay. The chief, Captain French Toast, is delighted that Sir Corn's will has been done. I lost the coin flip, but that's okay. That's okay. That's fine and definitely not bad. Horror to the east. Oh, goddamn, it's the fucking werewolf thing again. C just fucks over purple and benefits red. Okay. Monster continues to be a menace. Great job, everybody. So again, the goals are available over here. You can see what everyone's going for. If you're red, you're trying to lower stability. If you're purple, you're currently in the clear because you want to have the highest thing. How do I do this on mobile? Do exclamation point join and then a pronoun, he, she, they. And then that should allow you to join, and then we'll have to figure out which one you are. Defiance. The Chiefs need to bring it up for these two. Currently, it's at 3. You guys need it at 6. Or you need them to be in revolt. So you could just get the Barons to revolt. I don't know. They seem gross anyway, so it's pretty easy to get them to be revolting. Okay, so Red probably wants stability down. You figure it out. Go. Bet whatever you throw as much money at this project as you want. You have 1,000, unless if you lost some earlier. You also cannot spend if none of this is beneficial to you. You know how I did that photography stream the other day? All of the pictures came out really overblown out, so I'm gonna have to redo them all. And so then I did redo them all, and when I did, they were too dark. So there's like grain on them all. So I'm gonna have to do them a third time. I'm probably gonna have to go outside with him, and hopefully it doesn't rain. Can we have another photography stream? I don't think I can get the colors right in here again. I don't think I have... One of my bulbs broke. I think Herman knocked it over at somewhere point. So yeah, we're kind of doing a Goldilocks thing where I don't have what I need. Finding a spouse. It's random which color you are. I don't want to get married. Can I say I'm not interested and we just adopt someone? Can I just fuck around and not have a queen? Oh, all right, women then. I have to have an heir regard. Yeah, I just figured we'd pick someone up and it'd be like this guy. When Baron Official Pig Wrestler enters the council chamber, his clothes are stained and rumpled. His face is haggard. I apologize for my appearance, Your Highness, but I would not normally be seen like this, but... What happened? Bloody hell, it's an impossible situation. I'm utterly penniless. I beg for whatever spare coin the council can give. I would like to keep my money, and I would like you to suck on my whole dick. A lot of people are voting for trade, probably because I'm more likely to fail that. But this does have XCOM rules where 60% is less likely to happen than 30%. If you're wondering why that is, you don't understand stats. And by that, I mean this game doesn't. Oh, shit, we still failed. If he wanted to, Chief Ramco cannot go against the council's decision, muttering darkly. He reluctantly hands over the gold. But it turns out he owed money to a number of northern merchants. When they find out the Ramco is flinging money around, they descend, pressuring him to pay up. Word quickly spreads about your lack of generosity, probably spread by Ramco and his allies. Your name is not spoken kindly in the north for quite some time. Well, oh no. The North is mad at me. Let me play this world's smallest fiddle. Rogue Golem, all right. You what now? It's the Luigi guy. A machine the shape of a man, usually sculpted from clay or stone. How'd it get here? I was instructed to dig a trench, but evidently not told when to stop. Oh. It had dug a 16-mile furrow before the through the landscape and over the border before the time we stopped it. Please, my liege. This is our chance to figure out how this golem's magic works. We can even use it against the Ashmead. Your Majesty, the barons would drown their own grandmothers to gain an advantage over the Ashmead. Or over the chiefs and counts. Golems are an offense to the ninth god, and they're dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. Well, I have no real say in this. Yeah. Good luck. D screws over red, which is nice. So I don't suspect that anyone red should be voting for D. And then the other ones are just random. We have no idea what it's going to do. We're destroying it. Red is now aggrieved. By my honor, this is our only chance to even the playing field between us and the Ashmead. You are fools. The errant golem is smashed into pieces with hammers. It is for the best, most likely. So we've pissed off red quite a bit. Blue can win just, well, can progress towards their win condition just by further pissing off red. We're ending the season, and unfortunately, it seems like, yeah, well, I mean, it looks like Blue has a lot of money, so, bye, Blue. You're going to be exclusively taxed, so I can have more money for the treasury. And, I don't really care if you're mad at me. Like, at all. There we go. Look at that now. Fuck you? Okay, well. You can't tell me to tax the rich, and now you think that's a great thing and all the time. But then, as soon as you're rich, I think you guys have a double standard. Found 3 potential matches for you. Yes, I know. Alright, let's meet them. Oddhilda, firstborn daughter of Northern G-Max clan. She is your typical northern lass, as far as I could tell, big and loud and all the social graces of a goat, but means well. She spends most of her time playing cards and making wagers with friends and hangers-on. Had a bit of controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. She was to blame for somehow. Alright. Valentina, eldest daughter of the Eastern Queen of Waffles dynasty. According to the count, she is a little naive, but that may just be compared to the other ruthlessness of Eastern courts. A very pious young lady. Half of the East are in love with her, and the other half hate her. All right. And finally, we have the March's offering, Judcaria, scion of the prestigious Ultima Weapon 2 bloodline. And you can be sure that she'll tell you all about how prestigious her bloodline is. Like most barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She was high up in the army and trained troops, but was dishonorably discharged for some reason. Like what? The Eastern candidate? Okay, listen, I don't want to be like that, but like we always go, oh, let's go with the big titty goth waifu, right? Valentina's flat-chested. You know? This is just a goth waifu, and that's okay too. I'm just saying. I have made my decision. I'm actually gonna go with the March, the red people, because they are actually real fucking mad right now. And if blue gets big mad, I don't care. hunting waifu is fine too. Wondrous Bear is thriving in the north, Your Majesty, just as you'd wish. God speakers have gained visions of new herbs and medicines ever since she arrived. Thank the gods. That's great. Only thing is she's eating a lot. Our hunters have to push into the frozen waste to find enough food to go around. Second thought, sorry you. Might be a bear who would do better in a nice cozy menagerie. Good luck. Fuck you? Yeah, I know what I did. Because this is a chance to lower or increase farming or decrease it in other regions which might work over purple. It's interesting that someone who's purple picked it. Same with this one. And this one, there may be no punishment to me at all. Well, fuck you? Well, I think you'll find go fuck you. Demand that the other nobles donate their crops. Wow. Uh-oh. Now they're pissed. Grumbling, the nobles gather their crops and send them to the chiefs to help them support their sacred bear. She grows sleeker and happier by the day. Okay. As do the chiefs, who take the choicest cuts of meat and the ripest vegetables for themselves. But all across the lands, peasants start to wonder why a bear is being given such special treatment over the people. Well, that didn't go well. Count Punstar Tracer. I love your fit, by the way. I know it's random for you, but still a good look. It's difficult. I think you guys are all good on all of your things, which is bad. I don't know how we're gonna lower defiance and farming for purple with this, but yeah, it's difficult to forget. Arcane Artist transforms into a colossal bloodthirsty beast every 7 nights. Wow. That ever happened before? Apparently, yes. What should we do? Let's do a public vote. Wow, I hate all of these options. This one's the worst one because it lowers my win condition as well as increasing blue's chances of winning. This one does that to some degree. If I put it to a vote, we're probably fucked. All these suck for me. If we put it up for a vote, what are even the chances? My win condition is raise military after I get a wife and have a baby. Where's my dice? I need to randomly decide because I'm not actually sure. So, even, put it to a vote, odd, not? Okay. Receive word, yeah, we're fine. I can only apologize for my indiscretions. From now on, I will confine myself to the dungeon where I experience my little episodes. I appreciate you handling this privately. No problem. They're now cordial. Wonderful. Great. Holy shit, I actually did it. I fucked over red and blue at the same time. The attacks do stop. Hopefully the matter is dealt with. Fuck you. In season. King settles into his young reign. The general has risen in the march. An indomitable Baron Lennox. Is it time? I'm eager to start my campaign. No. Not yet, General. We need the peasants to be truly living in fear of you for you to be their savior. Won't be long now. The council will make its move. Make sure the kingdom is drowning in chaos. Then we will make our move. Barons aim to lower the stability to 4 or less. Still. This only... I feel like this one is good just because it fucks with people who aren't paying attention. I don't see how this one is ever the right choice. I'm gonna do it for the funny, yeah. Royal wedding. Our weddings to Jukrita is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants are they're yeah, we're standing with them. Yeah, I do. By the time you find yourself alone with them, it's past midnight. Let's focus on the positive, shall we? Oh, don't worry, I'll make the best of things. It can be tough being as gracious as I am. Man, I fucking hate you. Holy shit, wife bad moment. Tell me something you're passionate about. I love to hunt. Wow, you're fucking dumb. That's so interesting, is it? Anyway, fall asleep to the sound of them droning on about herself. That's fine. You gotta support your you gotta support your wife and their hobbies. It's important. Trade is struggling. Farming is meager. A terrible storm has struck the march. Unfortunately, many houses have been swept away in the floods and the roads are totally impassable. Oh god, okay. The march will have to fend for its stealth, which will lower stability and raise defiance. Spare no expense in rebuilding. Raises stability, lowers defiance, and raises farming. And then send extra troops from the east, which will do something, but lower military, but raise farming. So the only really bad one is actually C. So no. Good luck. Fuck Rev. Yes, give me that savability and a healthy farming economy, you bitches. You guys are like, no! No! Don't improve things for us! How can we complain and overthrow you if everything's good? Oh. The church rises eagerly to the occasion, and they spread vast amounts of gold to repair the roads and send priests to comfort the huddled masses. The success of the church relief efforts converts thousands of common folk into fanatical believers. I'm unsubbing right now. Yeah. Good thing Jesus was there to catch the flag. All right, taxing issue. Your Majesty, help us. Captain French Toast of the North is bleeding us dry, Ivers. As. What? Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed my cows. Your Majesty, Captain French Toast has been taxing Chief Captain French Toast, excuse me. His peasants are at least twice as much as the next highest noble. It's been a hard year, Your Highness. I barely have any gold in my vault. It's just what you kind of suck, man. Has your cow tried being a bear? What about the poorest peasants' cows? A pox on those stupid cows. Let's see what the council thinks of this, This will raise, so this one will raise the defiance of blue. I don't care. Raise my authority, that's good. And lower the wealth of blue. Okay, fine with that. Allow them to keep overtaxing his things. Lower defiance, that's fine. Lower farming, I'm not a huge fan. And raise wealth. I actually don't care about any of these. And these are all kind of good for me, so whatever. But think of me cows, your honors. Think me cows. Over the next months, Captain French Toast becomes rich once again by jacking up his taxes. Other chiefs follow his example gleefully. Great. Soon enough, the farms in the north are destitute, their cattle are starving, and so are their peasants. Only the chiefs are fat and wealthy. All right, well, we kept blue and red at bay for now. And by we, I mean me. For the north, Chief Tofandor. Yeah? Is hosting a grand feast for his clan hall. God damn it, the king's spies still follow our every move. We'll never catch him unawares at this rate. We need to step up our efforts and the throne will be forever beyond our reach. Chief's aim is to raise the other region's defiance to at least 6. I'm not trying to give victory to purple, I'm just trying to stop as many people as I can. Late night, 2 counts meat, Grain stores are looking great. Yes. The farming is now bountiful. How delightful, but summoning a demon will be difficult. This magic's beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, blah, blah, blah. You need to lower... Wait, you need stability to be... what? 4 or less. Oh, fuck. So both purple and red are trying to lower stability. Back from the hunt. Dearest Rev, I have something for you. Something I brought back from my latest hunt, a trophy. She takes you by the hand and leads you to the great hall where a white sheet hangs from some statue that wasn't there before. She pulls the sheet free, it falls to the floor, and a taxidermied figure of a great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger as if ready to attack. This is gonna piss off my wife, isn't it? Listen, like, I just need to get you in bed. I don't really give a shit about this gift, but thanks. I guess next time I won't bother. You're right. The trophy is sold to an excited merchant for a hefty sum. Though she is disappointed, the treasury gains a modest boost. Captain French Toast and his friends have locked themselves in the lodges and are refusing to come out. They say they're learning the ways of the school. Meanwhile, their trade routes are drying up. Our trade routes are drying up because they're negligence. By the ninth, I swear it's that damn bear's fault. Dangerous thing indeed, Your Majesty. I know we tolerate these heathen practices in the north, but I think this is too much. How is it the bear's fault? They believe the bear is sacred to their false god. Apparently, it is a deity of wisdom and medicine. What do we do, Your Majesty? Our traders will lose their livelihoods if they cannot sell timber to the northerners. Okay, let's see. Set up a trade between the barons and the counts instead. which will raise farming for someone. That doesn't really matter anymore. It'll raise money for people. Asks the chiefs to share their knowledge once they emerge. Okay. Really, the only bad one, I guess, is D. I'm gonna go get a Coke real quick. You guys think about what you want to do. I'll be right back. It's in the fridge. It's just warm. There we go. All right, you guys know what you're gonna do? Killing the bear helps everyone except for Rev. Nope. Yeah. No. Okay. Well. If I veto? I don't think any of these are bad enough to veto, you know? All right, vote. All right, yeah. We do a little trolling here. The least nobles, because that's what was the rule there, was send the church missionaries to debunk these heathen myths. It turns out the northern peasants weren't too happy about their chiefs neglecting them and spending all their time with the sacred bear. They eagerly convert to a new religion with less furry symbols. The wily marcher merchants have taken advantage of the chief's absence to negotiate new, more favorable deals. When the chiefs finally emerge, they're outraged, but it's plain to see that Ninethism has gained traction despite their rituals. Meanwhile, the bearer herself remains happy and pampered, blissfully unaware of the fuss that she's caused. Hi, Natalie! What happened to the pinned message? No worries. Yeah, it is good to see Natalie. Appreciate ya. I realized recently that sometimes I have this like vibe where I'm like, man, I'm a shitty friend. I don't talk to my friends ever. I never like check in on them. And I'm like, hold up. What if instead of feeling like shit, I just message people? Turns out that's a very effective way of dealing with that problem. Hello, Your Majesty. I've traveled all the way from the north to beg you to do something about our price of grain. Cannot afford to feed my family, but a day's oh, fuck. Isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread. She's right. The grain price in the north is beyond out of control. Greedy merchants will rake in the profits while common folk starve. The free market will correct its due. That'll raise defiance for blue. Oh, I don't give a shit about that. I want the money and more stability, please. Thanks. Blue should vote C to be able to prevent red and purple from progressing. Red and purple should probably not be voting for C, as it actively goes against their goals. Don't tell us what to do? Okay. I'm not wrong, though. Well, that's not great. You wait for the free market to solve everyone's problems and continue to wait. Any day now, you're sure of it. I wonder what the political affiliations of the people who made this game are. It's hard to tell, honestly. While you wait, the famine ravages the north as the price of grain continues to escalate. Well, fantastic news. We're ready to move forward with the plan. The kingdom is in such a state that the commoners are begging for someone to save them. All they need is a suitable boogeyman to get them really riled up. The Ashmenean Empire will do, I think. After all, they always are coveted our lands, especially in the March. And how will their king stop them when such a kingdom is in a state? Good thinking. The General, while your campaign warns of the Ashmene threat and proposes as a march for defense, we'll build our army to back up your words. You have to get the highest military in 3 seasons, red people. Okay. And purple wants to lower or keep stability where it's at. And blue wants to raise the defiance of... So blue can't really achieve their objective from here. Red can't really either. So really it's just about stopping purple by voting for the library is the best thing that they can do, and then yeah. I think this one's going to win. I just need to see who the fuck did this. Like, who is responsible for this? Go ahead and check this just for the sake of people who are on mobile. It's really hard to see on mobile, actually. So I don't know, He is funded. Inwa made sure that was the case. Wait, pretty obscure. Why did you vote to... Why did you spend so much money lowering stability? Why? Did you think I was lying? Blasphemy! Your Highness, in an urgent matter, my agents suspect that there's a reason behind the recent unrest. The counts are stirring up chaos to power some sort of dark ritual. What? We don't know yet. They're being too careful, but we must fight back against their sacrilege. Order a kingdom-wide curfew to calm things down. Send inquisitors... okay, delays... Okay, so this is basically like... We're gonna do this to fuck over purple. Because regardless, this will help. I think B will fuck them over more, because I don't think we'll be able to raise defiance enough. Or raise the stability enough. Fuck you? Well, fuck you. It's not reverse voting. It's not on right now. The mind games of just having the reverse voting thing in mind. Okay. Kingdom-wide curfews to calm things down. Enforced curfews have always gone well. Few citizens approve of the curfew, but things settle down throughout the kingdom. Can only hope it's enough to stop the counts. It's not. About your heir. We just need to bring stability up one more in order to fuck over, purple. And defiance needs to go up by one more for blue. In one of those two. It's gone well enough. There's no spark. She cares more about hunting innocent animals than your happiness. I mean, like, she gave me a stuffed bear, so, I mean, there's something. Felt more like a life sentence than a wedding. Oh, don't be so dramatic. I'm sorry, I'm being a boomer about this. Something's still missing at heir. I sold it because it was gross, but, you know, and I needed the money. I think I got a bastard lying around here somewhere. The church won't be happy, but they're just as keen to avoid a civil war as we are. They'll legitimize the bastard without much fuss. I'll meet with the archbishop tomorrow. No one cares about faith, so that doesn't matter to me. Monster on leash. I mean, maybe I, like, nutted in someone prior to, you know, premarital sex. My goal is to raise military. So is Reds. So. Oh, fuck. Baron Android Priest. An arcane artist. Someone fetch the physician. I have half of my 222. Uh-oh, Android Priest. No, it's Conte Arcane Artist is a furry. Oh, shit. Android Priest died. Sweet ninth above. Your Eastern Knights charge, reciting battle poetry as they swing their swords. The monster tears them apart one by one, splattering their walls with blood, but suffered dozens of wounds. Your honor guard is dead. The monster leaps on you, sinking its fucking goddamn it. Can you guys not make me a furry for once? I need medical assistance, please. The wound is slow to heal. Doesn't appear to be infected. I'm sure this will be fine. You know what? Maybe hunting waifu likes the idea of me being like her attack dog. We could get into pet play. I don't know. Fuck it. Maybe she'll actually fuck me now. A code word is exchanged and they speak their latest schemes. Good news from the capital. Well, bad news, but good for us. Oh yes, fires, wanton murder, giant spiders. That and no more. Fuck. All right, Purple, what's your next step? Lower faith, raise trade. Currently, your trade is the highest, tied with red. Great. We'll bring pestilence and starvation to the lounge. She's perfect for our plans. When she arrives, the crown will be ours for the taking. Her summoning requires the rare reagents from across CS Ath, the petals from the something or other orchid, and the eye of the Atashi salamander. Indeed, we'll stockpile resources for the initiation rite. There's no time to waste. You need to raise your trade so you can buy all that shit. Well, it looks like red has the most. But I want to lower Defiance, so I probably don't want to pick red or purple. So I'd have to pick blue if I'm going to pick anyone. I think we just do a common tax and not piss anyone off. Fever dreams, right? Of course. Go hunting to sate your urges, I guess. Dark and ancient forest, not too far from the capital, yet strange urges creep in. Like you want to jump on your prey and rip them apart with your own teeth. The dreams only grow more vivid. Well, alright. Refugee crisis. The North is experiencing a terrible famine, Your Highness, and the steady trickle of refugees has been pouring into the east. Yeah, that's bad. They're looking for food and work, and they can't find any. It's like they have needs. God, what losers. They've turned to begging. The streets of the eastern cities are now crowded with northern vagrants. Well, I'm sorry that my people are suffering or clogging up the precious eastern streets. They need not help, not judgment. They need help, not judgment. Will the council give it? So no, we don't really care about stability anymore. Fund a local militia? Get the fuck out of here, homeless people. Defiance can raise in 2 of these options. Closed roads out of the north. I would assume that lowers trade for blue or purple. I don't know. Well, I can't do anything about the military, and I can't do anything about the stability. This is the first match again, yes. Fund a local militia to deal with the beggars. Defiance is now aloof. Shit. Meanwhile, the famine of the north worsen, and starving peasants arrive to the east every day. Tensions heighten between the chiefs and the counts. Maybe you guys should, like, invade each other, not, you know, whatever. Your Majesty, this is an outrage. I demand justice. Last week, Chief Maka the cat shook my hand as a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring in the process. Acts of my ancestors, nonsense. Rummage through your drawers. I'm sure you'll find the thing. My liege, a feud has stood between our families for centuries. Oh, okay. That's because their ancestor poisoned our well and killed half of our household. I know that they stole the priceless ring and brings the march great luck and bounty. My dearest nephew is to wear it when he marries. Oh, okay. Huh. Wow. I have no idea. You guys figure it out. The Mikufication curse. How awful. All right. You guys were very decisive in your choice. Uh-oh. Gods be good. There's nothing but baseless superstition. Even so, The sheep come down with a dreadful disease right afterwards. Tensions rise between the two families, and fights break out between their households whenever they visit the castle. Great. Great and good and wonderful. I guess Blue will get to progress then. Thanks to our efforts, the Spy Master focusing her attention on other regions. And while the cat's away, the mice shall play. We are honorable warriors. Please don't refer to us as mice. We're honorable warriors. There's no honor in politics, my friends. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. Should be easy enough. If the king can't pay them, Watch will look for money elsewhere. The next stage, you need to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Wow. This feels shitty just from a mechanic standpoint. So again, you guys, purple needs to raise defiance to 6. No. Purple needs to raise trade. Red needs to have the highest military, and blue needs to make me broke. A terrible accident. Your Majesty, I have some dire news. Count Rude Does Stuff was found in the palace gardens this morning. He was attacked by something, torn limb from limb. He probably deserved it. As he was technically your guest at the time, we'll make every effort to assure the counts that this was not intentional. You suddenly recall the night before dreams of blood and gore, ripping a helpless noble apart with your powerful jaws. Your Highness, are you listening? Yeah. The official story is that it died during yesterday's hunt. Sure. Despite the well-crafted story, the counts are not so easily appeased. One of their own dying while under the protection of the crown, it reflects badly on the crown. But more urgently is your knowledge that you did. You've become a monster with an insatiable hunger for fresh meat, human or otherwise. Alright, I'm a furry now, I guess. If the Ninth had not wanted this for you, it would not have happened. Rather than shy away from your newfound powers, you embrace them, indulging yourself in regular midnight hunts. Soon, local peasants are afraid to go out at night, and rumors of a terrible bloodthirsty beast have spread across the Crown lands. Wonderful. Good news, Your Grace. The new library is wonderfully popular. We've already begun an expansion. Yeah, you guys spent a lot of fucking money on that, so it better be good. There is a small problem. While digging the foundations, builders found bones in the rock. The size of these things, the beasts they came from, must have been larger than the library itself. Like giant, spooky, scary skeletons? He lowers his voice. The builders are saying it might be, you know, a flying reptile. No one dare says the name these days. Several hundred years since a dragon was last seen in the kingdom, and back then it was catastrophic. I mean, my stability can't get any lower. Defiance isn't, like, super relevant right now. Faith, I don't care about. Trade, I think that's the only one I care about, right? Yeah, no, we don't do that. We don't carefully excavate them at all. Is 0 stability a game loss? No, but it's not great. Well, it's not like my stability's going up and it can't go into negatives, so it's fine. I'm very fucked. Yes. Faith is now dutiful. Defiance is insolent. Stability can't go any lower. Can't expect us to just simply leave. Blood and stars! You quell the counts with a glare. Reluctantly, they order their builders to leave the library alone, and it falls into ruin. Wonderful. Food riots. My liege, the famine in March grows worse day by day. Riots breaking out into all major townships from Kellenberg to Zimbar. Starving mobs are pillaging bakeries, granaries, and merchant houses. What are we to do? Oh, God. Can I join in the fun? Yeah, you just do exclamation point, join, and then whatever pronoun you want to use. And then it'll randomly add you to a team. If you're on mobile, it's a little harder to figure out which team you're on. But if you're on the computer, there should be a overlay thing that's available for this. Seems like you guys got used to my bullshit. You can still join on mobile, it's just hard to figure out what team you're on. Ugh. Shit. Treasury open and a tide of gold floods out of the kingdom into the pockets of the Talvaranese and Kurth merchants. In return, the grain floods into the famine-stricken Marcher lands. Thank you, Your Highness. Huzzah. Unrest dies down as the rioters have bread again. It's enough to tide the peasants over until the next harvest. Okay. The Grand Hall of Baron Tyrion 666 castles, or just 66 castle, a number of figures are hunched around the hearth, plotting away. The crowds have been thinning out at my rallies. What happened? The crowds have been. Shortage of money and manpower throughout the military are making you look weak, General. We know our best to plug the gaps, though. Best be quick about it. My speeches can only carry us so far. Barons aim to have the highest military. All is lost? Oh, fuck! It's anarchy out there. Sheltered in the palace while the mob heaves. Yeah. It's all too late. All is lost. It's not that save ability didn't matter, I guess I should say. It's that it going lower didn't matter because it was already at 0. And there's no way to increase the stuff. Send for the treasurer. Call a what can be done? What was that? Wife? She left? Oh. Chancellor heaves an open nearby window and sticks a leg out. It's an honor, Your Majesty. See you on the other side. Bye. Yeet. Uh-oh. My fight, really, for allowing things to get to this point. She takes a step towards you, pulling a curved blade from somewhere within her sleeve. For the good of the kingdom. Fight back. She throws her knife with deadly accuracy as you tumble to the ground. I'm a fucking werewolf! Can I use that? Having left no heir, it will be up to the nobles to vote for your successor amongst the claimants. You can only hope they keep the kingdom more stable than you did. Who wins? Red or purple? Who are you? Like, literally. Oh, I can't find out? It's got to be this person, right? Because they're the person with that symbol. Oh, it could also be them. Or gear. Or Snowdry. Okay, it could be multiple people. Having plunged the kingdom into utter chaos, King Rev was assassinated by the spy master, whose loyalty was always to the kingdom and not to the king. The chiefs attempt to worm their way into the palace once uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Chief Tofendor ended his life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. The barons withdrew support, and a wave of popular momentum behind General Lennox petered out. There's soon just another bitter old soldier ranting about how they could have been the monarch. The counts leapt into the power vacuum they left by King Rev's death. Them took over. From now on, only you can only listen to The Cure. All right. I know continuing would be the way to go, but here's what I want to do. I want to find... All right, so red has not won, blue has not won, green has not won. We're gonna have the best three from this one. We're doing like round robin tournaments with the different kingdoms, and we can have the best three kingdoms after this one. All right, I'm gonna go piss. Give me 1 minute. All right, I'm back. I gave you guys plenty of time to join, but you can still join. If I go ahead and begin the game, you just do the same thing. All right. Oh, who wins the prediction? Right, I need to just like delete the prediction. There we go. All right. Yellow has won. Purple has won. The only kingdoms that have not won are green, blue, and red. I don't like a dyslexic colorblind moment. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna go get some more water. I'll be right back. Could have gotten it while I had the chance, but I didn't, so I didn't. I am back. How did it go? We're doing the juggler thing again. It's like the second worst. You don't have a goal yet. Yeah, you'll know what your goals are over here, but we haven't gotten that yet. All right, path to victory. Oh no. Let's just be authoritarian this time. I thought about doing it last time, but... yeah, I should probably let you guys throw me in the water because it's less harmful than you guys spending all of my money. Just feels more embarrassing. Hey, guys. Hey. Hi. The Barons of March have ever backed down from a fight. Never. I know what... I know you'll do what it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Lowest defiance, raise other people's defiance, or lower stability for red. Anon, thank you for the gift sub. I might have to steal the car from my wife tomorrow, just so that way I can take pictures. Because if I can't take pictures inside, that means I have to take them outside. And if I take pictures outside, then I have to dox where I take pictures. And that seems unsafe. Ugh, I hate that. Doppelganger, all right? Have the lowest defiance, all right? Chiefs of the North, you know that I should take the throne, not this imposter King Rev. How do we make that happen? It would be really bad if you raised the authority. I would hate it. So much. God damn it, that's Barons, your goal is to have the lowest defiance. Or apparently you can have equal to someone else. Raise military to 5 or more in 3 seasons. Okay. Patricians of the coast. Raise trade, lower treasury, lower authority. You already have a lot of trade, so... And I recall, like, every single time that the green always had, like, max. So, there's that. So how do we play? Do exclamation point join, pick a pronoun, he, she, they. And then you'll be randomly assigned to a team. Then, depending on which team you are, depends on what your goals are. So currently, it looks like the rules are that red wants to have the lowest defiance, blue wants to have the biggest military, and green wants to have trade 5 or more. How do we achieve our goals? You'll be given chances to vote. And when you do, you want to vote in accordance to whatever kingdom you are. Honor guard. I need to piss off red, so I can't choose red. So I either choose green or blue. Blue is trying to have good warriors, so maybe that. But they're gonna try and take over, so maybe we choose coastal gladiators. They oil themselves up? Weird, but alright. Jousting tournament. The Barons of the March have invited you to a jousting tournament. Yeah, I ain't going. The Chancellor nods their head politely. Most wise, Your Majesty. I wouldn't want to enjoy knights crashing into each other on horses either. I will now do everything in my power to piss off red as much as possible. Your Highness, the march has been struck with a plague, not just a regular plague, but a dancing plague. Yeah, this game's great, man. Did Mike ever win? Did Limes ever win? What kind of dance? All kinds, but the most popular one is the one where you shake your arms back and forth through your body. The youth call it the thread, flossing. They're flossing. God damn it. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. Even the dogs and cats are doing the Fortnite dance. Mike only did one game and he got smashed? Okay. So, red. Raising Defiance screws over red. Raising Authority helps me. Lowering Trade does nothing aside from help green, I think. I'm not entirely... No, they just need to get to 5. They don't even have the most. So I guess B would fuck me over. So that just straight up doesn't work, does it? Okay, cool. I tried. Trade is now struggling. Though the move seems drastic to some, the only way to be sure the plague does not become a serious problem, the barons agreed to enforce your quarantine. Only time will tell if this is an effective solution or not. So again, patricians and Ragnarok need to get their associated stat to at least 5, so they're doing well. And Red needs to have the lowest defiance, which they are failing at because they were the only one I could fuck over here. Good luck! None of these really do anything for anyone, do they? Font F1, Luigi guy, my dude. I saw that. 1 coin. Morning as fuck also is like 1 coin. Fund F2. Wonderful. That's a symbolic vote. Why was so much money spent on this? Okay, I mean, yeah, that I guess does benefit green. Kind of gives them a little wiggle room to be protected. And same with the, okay, so you guys both just protected your lead in those things. That makes sense. The Wandering Bard. She's here to compose a song. Sally Six Fingers, they call me. A song, you say, about me? Why, of course. I, in fact, have a tune and verse all but ready. I have saved the best work for you, my king. All I require is a subject. What should I tell the masses of you? What would you like to inspire them? Fear me! I pray I only need a small payment of 500 at this time. Rare discount for esteemed one such as you yourself. Quadruple it would be 2,000. How about 1,000? Authority is now commanding. Foul play in the march. I have an unfortunate jousting-related news in the march, Your Majesty. Uh-huh. You really don't like jousting, do you? Jousting and I have a complicated history, Your Majesty, and I'd rather not go into it. Chief Judas Bloodfallen was killed in a bout against Baron Gear. Yeah? Julius. Chiefs are calling for justice. Up to y'all. Good luck. The percentage could be anything. We have no idea what it's gonna do. This one's a 50-50 shot to do something to Gear. We don't know what it'll do. This is a 40-60 chance to do something. Who knows what? Fuck with Defiance. All right. We're now stable. Okay, we went slightly down in stability. Trial takes place one rainy afternoon. Baron Gear rides out Grimface, set to do battle against Baron Official Pig Wrestler, who has been named the judge for the occasion. The battle is swift and brutal, and Official Pig Wrestler unseats Gear easily. Baron is found guilty of sabotaging Chief Julius Bloodfallen's horse before the battle, and he is taken away for execution. All the death and drama whips the jousting fad into frenzy. It continues to spread. Okay, so that did, like, nothing aside from kill Gear? I don't wanna. I'm not interested. Women. So both blue and green are gonna succeed here, yeah? Deep in the forest of the march, Baron, give him the rat. Okay. Has gone boar hunting with a few close friends. What another disaster of a year. We're not only the worst, not only are we clashing with the king on a daily basis, but our relationship is the worst in the entire kingdom. Spymaster will never trust us at this rate. How does the search for a lookalike go? You're trying to find someone that looks like me? Fuck, that sounds impossible, Baron Roach Mogul. Like, damn, where will you find someone that looks like me? Don't let it discourage you. Just keep searching. Our doppelganger is out there somewhere. I'm sure of it. We'll find him. Baron's aim is to be the region with the lowest defiance. So I'm gonna piss off Red again. I'm so sorry, Red. Man, they're like the only one I can fuck with right now. Like, I have no chance to do anything about anything. Right. What if I don't want to marry any of them? Yeah, okay. All right, let's see them. Okay. Oh, he's got her nose in a book. Not interested. Okay. Could be worse, could be a lot better. And March's offering of Gloria, scion of the prestigious monarchism bloodline. Uh-huh. Can I die a virgin? I refuse to marry any of them. Marriage will weigh me down. I want to party. I want to live a life of chastity. I'm just gonna fuck everyone. Not only every lady that I see, but also my kingdom. Everyone will be fucked. You're always an unruly child. Your days of hedonism are behind you now. No matter what you think, you're supposed to be a king. Kings don't have the luxury of freedom. You'll learn that sooner or later. I'm gonna nut so much that we'll get an heir. A terrible curse, you say? Bastards as far as the eye can see. The church won't like that. The church can suck on my whole fucking nuts. Lord Patrician Carcat JPEG rushes to the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. By the old gods, it looks like you haven't slept in weeks. It's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair has been falling out. By the ninth god, get away from me. A commoner was seen doing some bullshit. The only ones that really negatively affect me are the ones that I have no choice in. It'll be like a coin flip anyway, so go for it. I honestly don't know what the right choice is here. I guess that gives you more trade, which just makes green more likely to win. I guess I could have vetoed that, but... Don't give them hints. Sometimes I say the exact wrong thing, but I make it sound like I'm actually arguing the right thing. Ah, well, there you go. The farming's now fertile. Surely enough, the scholars from Quaalude University discover a contaminated well on Carcat JPEG's estate. Not enough to kill, but enough to make his hair fall out and set his nerves on edge. The water is cleansed and the accused peasant returns to her work. The scholars have a new poison to investigate. I will pronounce that as Quaaludes. I regret to inform you that of a jousting-related petition in the market. You fuck off with the joust, man! It's dangerous! People are dying out there! We had to kill like 2 people because of one joust happening. Why the regret? It's a splendid idea. Your Majesty, we must reinstate jousting as an official justice system of the March. Trial by combat the way it used to be, before courts started sticking their noses in it. There's no, honestly, just like let the biggest dude in the room win. Doesn't matter if he's right or wrong. I just want to see him beat the fuck out of someone. Not that. It's a healthy way to resolve disputes. You guys are assholes. Because it's a 40% chance to succeed. You guys are about to get XCOM so hard. Ugh. The Chancellor pinches the bridge of their nose. Unfortunately, it turns out the Chancellor's misgivings are well-founded. Lance-related injuries are a sharp rise across the march. A host of complaints arise from new courts about inaccurate lancing techniques from defenders and prosecutors alike. In the end, the march reluctantly reverts to the old system and the throne loses credibility. Fuck! So blue and green are both going to succeed in their plots, yeah? Far to the north, where snow blankets the landscape and the wolves howl at night, the chiefs plot to bring about the end of the world. Ragnarok. Praise Morgana! Initial talks with the Ice Giants are going so well that they've gifted us a patch of fertile land to the North Valleys. And gods are good. With luck, this will be the foundation of an alliance strong enough to rock the world. Hi, the Ice Giants are a formidable ally. Tall as a building and limbs like tree trunks. And those southerners don't know how to fight them like we do. But first, we must offer something the giants desire. Whole kingdoms worth of pillage? That's what I was thinking. If we fill the kingdom with bountiful goods and plunder, the giants won't be able to resist. They must raise the other regions' trade to a combined total of 10 or more. Oh, fuck. What are you talking about? Nothing's wrong with the North. Absolutely nothing. Well, that's... Really? Because it looks like you swallowed a wasp. It's definitely not an old witch who lives on the borders of my land and definitely haven't been having some money troubles. And most importantly, she didn't offer me a fortune in exchange for a drop of blood, which I offered and I absolutely did not accept. Ever since I didn't accept the witch's bargain, I haven't found myself obeying her every command. I definitely still rule over my estate, not her. Furthermore, she didn't forbid me from telling you any of this, and I'm not using negative statements to bypass her magic. Hang on. Do you mean the opposite of what you're saying? Let's slip that curse. After a week confined in a cold iron box, there's nothing to eat but salt. The magic stops affecting... That's the cure? She's even able to talk normally about her ordeal. I always tolerated that bloody witch. She used to sell medicine to the peasants to keep them to find their lost sheep. I never suspected that she was capable of something like this. Really? We need to call a vote. Send a regiment to take back my stolen lands. Why does Rev add words that aren't there when he reads? Because I'm stupid and dyslexic. Go for it, y'all. Sounds like a skill issue. I wonder how this is gonna like be on After Hours. Like if it's gonna be good or not. There's a lot of fun live. Suffer the consequences of your bargain. Blue is now pissed off. You mean I have to live with that old peasant woman lording it over me? No way, I'm taking my lands back. Let's just let her go. Yeah. They fight their way through minimal losses. The witch tries her escape, but she's caught by sentries posted around their perimeter. That evening, the witch is burned in the town square as peasants watch in silence. Ship Lalessa is pathetically grateful for their return to their ancestral home. The fields are never again as bountiful as they were under the witch's reign. A blood-red comet was spotted over the northern skies in the north, your greatness. The villagers are claiming it's a terrible omen. Common folk are on the verge of a panic. Is there anything I can do? Don't worry about it. You deliver a speech reassuring the peasants of the north that the comet isn't a good or a bad thing, just a thing. Probably ninth god riding a chariot or whatever. Fortunately, the common folk take you at your word. After all, the king says something, you'd better listen. The peasants go back to work in the field, ignoring the comet entirely. Listen, guys. Chill the fuck out. It's not a big deal. Everyone's like, all right, well, you know, that's fine. All right, cool, good. Elderly lady Patrician Demertra, a cousin many times removed of Lord Patrician Dust Incompetent, died in her sleep last week. She's nearly 90. Would you believe? I'm sorry, a friend of yours? Not at all, your majesty. She was very wealthy, however. She could have spent more time on her account. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrabbling for her estate. Patrician Demetra was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course, the estate should be mine. My great-great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore that she intended to leave the all to our family. By storm and sea is such a pitiful claim. I mean, I like that one. This won't affect red, so I don't necessarily care too much about Defiance change. Yeah, honestly, you just go for it, guys. I don't know. Rev should have vetoed D. Why? That's okay. Treasurer is delighted. The nobles are far less so. The wagon rolled in Lady Patrician Demetria's estate, laden with expensive fur coats, old chalices, and antique ceramics. All of these new riches crowd the treasury, but give it a more charming atmosphere. Your trust in the situation is resolved. Man, I have no idea what I need to be doing right now. Like, there's just nothing I can do about this situation. Right, Green succeeded in their goal. And some of y'all gained money as a result. Time to start buying things, land, all that jazz. To advance the scheme, you must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. So now Green can tank their own treasury or trade in order to fuck with Blue. Green is at stage 2, Blue is at stage 2. I haven't had a chance to fuck anyone yet. A meteor strike. One night, one of your coastal gladiators shakes you awake. Look out the window, Your Majesty, something's wrong. Come, Your Majesty, let's get you somewhere safe. Good plan. As you shelter in the wine cellar, there's a boom outside that shatters the windows and shakes the palace walls. And then peace descends once more. The sky darkens. What was that? You fucked Red? Yeah, it was the only thing I could really mess with. I would really like to fuck with, like, Green's trade prior to now, but it wasn't an option. The moon in the council hall is the next day is, okay. It's terrible, Your Highness. The comet we saw in the north, it was foretelling doom. Landed right within my land. So many common folk died. My fields are now one massive crater. Put all your fields in one spot? We need help. Of course, we could help the chiefs, but the meteorite ore is well known for making incredible weaponry and armor. Our first priority should be gathering it. Can we use that as a way of paying them? Like, you guys do that and we'll pay you? No. Spare every expense. Fuck that. We gotta do this the American way. You guys want vaccines? Go fuck yourself. That's heartless? Yes. You had your chance to get out of the way of that meteorite. And honestly, if you think it's a fucking problem, then you should have been out of the way in the first place. I don't know. Sounds like a you problem. Your defiance is now furious. By the old gods, your greatness, my people suffer, and you ignore us when we need your help. Well, there's an old adage of my kingdom, and it goes, skill issue, my dude. So the recovery efforts, your troops focus on gathering up scattered bits of space rock. It's all sent off to a team of expert blacksmiths. The military of the blue team is now unbeatable. Looks mighty impressive on the parade grounds. You'd hate to be facing it in a real war. Yeah, that'd be bad if they rebelled. An irksome legacy. Your Majesty, about the treasuries of the late patrician Demetra, I heard there was a necklace of rubies amongst them. Where's the necklace now? It's of the utmost importance. Oh, probably in the treasury? Why are you asking? The High Inquisitor Tuts, frail monk in the 7th century, wrote of a ruby necklace that drove those around it to sin. I believe the Lady Patrician Demetra had it in collection. After all this time, it may have surfaced. You sure you don't just want it yourself? She draws herself up to her full height and fixes you with a steel glare. Red is my color, but I would suggest, that you would suggest such a thing. Necklace should be destroyed. Could be tested, but only holy reagents would be expensive. You call your council to discuss the situation. I knew all along that this estate was a bad idea. I did I as well. A bad business. That's what I always said. Such a shame that your Serene Highness fell foul of this evil magic. Shit. Do this one. No. Thank you, Ramco and Robo Jester. You're very kind. Arc Wolf, Laggy, someone else I didn't catch your name before it went to shit. Green definitely wants to bring down my treasury, and I'm not fooling with you right now. In fact, if something like B won, that would be really unfortunate. Well, I should probably start those lies earlier, right? Please don't destroy it unless if you have to. It's worth much less melted down. High Inquisitor ignores her and takes the necklace away in a leaden box. She returns a few days later with an implacable expression. Necklace has been cleansed. I believe the monk must have been referring to some other ruby. Once the necklace is put back into its rightful place, everyone is most relieved. Many peasants and nobles alike spend more time attending church services just in case. Okay. The quarantine continues. Your Majesty, will you recall the quarantine you ordered to deal with the dancing plague? It has been many months since anyone last entered or left the affected area. We think the plague may have run its course. We ask your permission to lift the quarantine. No thinking, just go! 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 You don't get to think, just go! Everyone go! You have 50 seconds, 12 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3. Don't spend time thinking. Don't spend time learning. Lift the quarantine. Quarantine immediately lifted when soldiers and settlers venture into the affected area. A strange sight awaits them. Locals dance and dance until they had no dancing left in them. They move like wooden dolls with a few missing joints, and the mere hint of jaunty tunes sends them into a panic. They're alive, but they'll never enjoy music again. Is this the dancing plague? Yes, this is the dancing plague. A real event that happened and was very bizarre. Well, so blue wants trade to be very high. Red wants to be the most chill, which it doesn't look like they can affect. And green wants me to waste all my money. So I don't know if there's anything you can do about that right now. Generally speaking, everyone wants stats to be low for me. Increasing my stability does screw over the Chiefs, because they could have an alternative win condition where they just, like, rebel. So if I have high stability, they can't just win. Just saying, the library would be a good choice as well, if you're not sure what to spend money on, and you're not blue. Similarly, if you are not blue, the Thieves Guild might be a good choice. B, because that would lower the trade and might actually get it below the point that it needs to be. In fact, I'll just go fuck myself. Trade went up, trade went down. Trade went up for green and down for red. So for blue, it stayed the same, basically. A Legend Rising. Where are the ice giants, I hope? Brutish creatures that live in the frozen wastes beyond our northern borders in time before time they ruled in the north and kept people as slaves. Chiefs are willing to let bygones be bygones. They're forging an alliance with the giants to bring down the kingdom. What are they offering? They've offered up the kingdom as plunder for the giants when the time comes. It's not often I say this, but the kingdom's strong economy is a problem. Even ice giants can sense such a lucrative opportunity. You want me to tank the economy? That would be one strategy. Not that. B will stop blue for now. So basically everyone but blue should be picking B in order to delay their scheme. Blue should probably pick C just to be able to keep going with it. Unless if they want to troll. Speaking of, who is this? Morning as fuck, perhaps? Lingen? Wasad? There's a couple different people it could be. Keep your eye on those people. Divisions. Delay the scheme. Good. Thank you, green and red. Oh, well, I don't think that's necessary. Such things have always been torn down eventually. Listen, I'm gonna build this wall, and I'm gonna make Big Dick Kingdom great again. Nice. Perhaps they're right, but at least it'll take time for the giants to tear down the wall. Work on the so-called Rev's wall begins right away. There's no time to waste. The Chief's stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. We're gonna build a wall, we're gonna make the giants pay for it. Wall's making the damn giants gay. I don't know. Your Highness, I bring ill tidings from the north. Wildlife has gone berserk in rural areas. And they're attacking villagers and travelers all across the region. Tell me more. They're hulking beasts, clearly twisted by magic. Some say that they walk and talk like people. The northern warriors are afraid. They say these creatures are a dark omen, the sign of the end. I think I locked the front door. Hold on. Okay, I didn't lock the deadbolt. That's all I needed to check. Some say they walk and talk. Okay, right. Great gods. What got into these chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals? Other regions have plenty of their own problems, Your Highness. No one wants to march up to the frozen north for something like this. You're all as useful as nipples on a brace plate. Point of order, Your Highness. Though the church presence in the north is minimal, we could provide shelter for those who need it. I thought you were talking about the nipples and you were going to be excited about it. And I thought, man, me and you, Pope, we could actually go somewhere, but you're actually just a loser. All will be welcome, whether or not they are adherents to the true God or not. It's the least we can do. Or, if you can afford it, send some detachments of mercenaries who aren't afraid of a few wild bears. Should be into this crisis. I have played Crusader Kings, yes. On After Hours, this video, I think the previous one is going to be called like Crusader Kings versus chat. It's kind of basically what it is, really. Crusader Kings gets a little confusing sometimes. Pretty easy to see why. If I have more military, I should be able to handle when blue decides to go rogue. So by raising the military, that should help. It'll cost us some money, but we'll have enough time. The green don't have enough time to get it back, and I could probably just like tax the shit out of them or something later. Raises blues military. Oh, could have been that I was lying that whole time. Northerners said they must fend for themselves. You explained to the pest control that is not usually part of the king's mandate, but the chiefs do not agree. Strange beasts continue to ravage the northern countryside, continue looting any soldiers sent after them. In the very least their attacks lessen with time. A new festival? Your Majesty, I was going through the history books when I found an interesting tidbit. During the reign of Lord Idga, the kingdom held a huge parade in honor of all the regions coming together. It was called the Day of Kinship. It was quite the party. That sounds exciting. Visitors flocked to the capital and the city flourished. I hear it made things much more harmonious across the kingdom, too. Suggest we do it. That sounds awesome. Wonderful. How much money do we spend on this Day of Kinship? I mean, really, the only thing I was worried about is spending a bunch of money on this, but... Choose the cheapest parade possible. Oh, good. If I had a choice, I'd probably do that, just because I don't want to spend a bunch of money and let green win. I'll gain more authority later. Isn't your goal high authority? I'm lying a lot right now. Because I have no other ways of affecting anything. The treasurer nods, scribbling down a few notes. Sure, we can stretch some music and a few living statues, Your Majesty. Two of them leave, deep in conversation. Soon, word of the Day of Kinship spreads across the kingdom. Some are unimpressed about how little you're planning to spend, but the price is of good sense. Sitting on a bench outside of a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasury's not suffering right now. Patience. 1,500 or less in the treasury for green. Be mad, Red. Oh. So about my heir. Despite everything, you still refuse to get married. It's unwise, but I'm willing to accept that I can't persuade you otherwise. There's one other thing you're missing. Something even more important than a spouse, an heir. However, securing an heir is impossible while the kingdom is at war with itself. Due to this rebellion, defeat this rebellion, and then, only then, is it worth looking to the future. I'll talk to you again when the realm is at peace. God damn it! Blue, you assholes! At long last, the chiefs have reached your boiling point. You're confronted in your throne room by Chief Ligonberry Punch. His tattoos seem to shift in the light of the braziers. That means titty holder, I think. The chiefs of the north will rip that false crown from your head and stomp it into the mud. We'll be fighting for glory and honor and Runia, a true queen. Yes, queen. It's formal declaration of war. Next time we see each other, we'll be on the battlefield. One day I'll see your head on the spike. What are our chances? Everyone in the palace who understands the situation has wet themselves. How did it get this bad? The leader of the rebellion is mourning as fuck. There's reasons for the uprising. They're citing your history with petty transgressions against the chiefs. Is it too late to apologize? It is. Now's the time for swords, not words. So this is it. Okay. All right. Yeah, this will go well. Too long those bastards of the crowd have held us down as heathens mocked our way of life. Aye. Now the time is to take up your axes and fight back. Morgana is with us. We'll burn the churches and... Oh God. Scandinavians burning churches. I've seen this one before. It did not go well. Started making them out of concrete and stone after that. We'll burn the churches and string up their lying priests. Aye. Now I ask you, brave chiefs of the free north, where shall we strike first? Can launch a preemptive strike against the patricians to cripple their military capabilities. We suspect the barons will join our cause. We can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. Or we could send off some assassins and nip this in the bud. Dishonorable, but of course convenient. %100% chance on the roll. I wonder if you could get XCOM'd. The Chiefs launched a surprise attack on the coast, slashing and burning their way across fields and farmlands. Rebels gain a victory point. The military is now weak. The farming is now sufficient. They catch a regiment of the coast armies, unaware, spring an ambush, slaughtering them to the man. Common folk whisper that battleground will be stained with red for a generation. Thank you, Morgana. Down with the king. The northern soldiers return home in triumph, leaving the coast devastated in their wake. Uh-oh. That's not good. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Okay. Hey, green. We're gonna lose this one, man. Dire news, Your Majesty. The March has sent a battalion of their finest soldiers in support of the chief. Have they turned against us? Afraid so. Fuck! I won't lie, the odds are stacked against us now. My dear bearings of the march, thank you for joining us in our righteous war against the tyrant King Rev. Never thought I'd be fighting alongside a chief. And I never thought I'd be taking up arms with a baron, but before you join the fight, you must decide where to direct your opening strike. You can launch a preemptive strike against the patricians. The green is already fucked. Stop bullying them. If we suspect the patricians may join our cause, we could call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. You can also call upon the church to condemn the king, or you could just send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. I'm sorry, Green. Now you know what it feels like to be the streamer. Try to do anything and everyone just bullies you. The barons launched a surprise attack on the coast, slashing and burning their way across the fields and farmlands. They catch a regiment. God. Grand, down with the king. Marchers, soldiers return home in triumph, leaving the coast devastated in their wake. A great battle. The vast armies darken the landscape like shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm. Within the marching boot, the kingdom is gripped with a civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the armies of the north are trying to link up with the army of the march. If we take them on both at once, we're in real trouble. Our only hope is the patricians. Against both armies, they'll be outnumbered, but perhaps they can take out one of the rebel armies by surprise before they two join forces. We have no choice but to strike one or the other before it's too late. What are your orders? Go after the marchers. You have a slightly better... Very well. We'll relay your orders to commanders in the field. Hopefully they do as they're told. No. Yeah. Thank you, Plastic Squid. Thank you. Thank you, everyone voting A. I mean, it's... Green's like, nah, fuck it. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting anxiously for your marshal's return. Finally, she bursts into the throne room. Oh, damn those craven, treacherous, yellow-bellied, lily-livered, chicken-hearted bastards! Report. Oh, no. They sat in their pretty camp and scratched their arses while the entire northern army walked by. Why? Healthy mix of cowardice, self-interest, and lack of confidence in your abilities. It's probably because they have one military. We're defenseless now, Your Majesty. The armies of the chiefs and the barons will be camped outside the city walls in a matter of weeks. If we want to see this year's end, we must build up fortification stockpiles, train up a citizens' militia. It's time to pray to the ninth, Your Majesty, because apart from him, we're on our own. So we lose. I feel like I am given no chance to do anything here. Sun rises on a city in turmoil. The chiefs begin their assault last night, and since then you've heard nothing but screams and howls in the clash of blades. Half of the capital is in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth shouting panicked orders. You haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Perhaps she's already dead. Your honor guard are in the street outside the palace, building a barricade and organizing a last-ditch defense. Vital work, but you're vulnerable without them by your side. The royal court is empty except for you, brooding on your throne. Wait and stew outside. The screams and clashes get louder. Finally, your spy master arrives. Out of breath, her face stained with smoke and blood. They'll be here any moment, Your Majesty. You must saddle your horse and escape the city. I know a secret passage. Yeah, let's bounce. You follow the spy master through a hidden trapdoor behind your throne. The capital is lost, but you can get it back. The patricians have agreed to shelter you while you plot your revenge. At least some people are loyal. After crawling down a secret tunnel for what feels like hours, you spill out to a leafy courtyard. A pair of horses are waiting. As you saddle them, you hear a wet thud behind you, followed by the sound of something rolling across the floor. Spiremaster is lying dead on the ground, her head missing. Chief mourning as fuck stands over her body, flanked by dozens of soldiers. Their battle axes stained red. Oh, hi, mourning of fuck. I never liked her. Ideas above her station. Alright, well, just... let's get it over with. With a triumphant smirk, Morning as Fuck makes a sharp gesture. The Northerners step forward. Battle axe is at the ready. You can pray to your false gods, but it'll do you no good. Morgana has spun the faith against you. Fight? Empty hands can do a little against armor and shields. You're given a vicious beating, and the fight drains out of you. Instead of killing you, the soldiers seize you and drag you back. Please, please do not set me on fire. In the very least, do not set me on fire. Throwing stuff, rotten fruit and fresh dung. The rebels have won. The capital has been taken. You are former king. Executioner waits silently, holding an axe bigger than you. If you have any last words, now will be the time. I'll be heading off then. Wait, you thought of suddenly a much better last words. You turn to the executioner before telling him your axe is already falling. Well, shit. All right, you guys get to decide who wins, red or blue. Green are the only ones that actually have to make a choice here. Everyone else should just be voting for their faction. Oh? What happens if it ties? Can that happen? Okay, it just randomly picks. Red wins. Having lost the rebellious chiefs, King Rev was dragged out of the palace and decapitated in the city square. The chiefs, led by Morning as Fuck, launched a rebellion on top of the king and devastated the kingdom, but when the dust cleared, they weren't quick or strong enough to seize the throne themselves. As a reward for staying loyal to the king, the patricians were beheaded in public, and the survivors swore loyalty against the new regime. In private, they swore vengeance. The barons joined the rebellion alongside the chiefs. In the aftermath, they had the natural choice to take over the throne. Romney was crowned. Half-hearted cheers from the traumatized common folks. How the fuck do you win as the streamer? All right. So as I see it, we got three options here. You need the chat to support you. In my kingdom, there's something called a skill issue. You're banned! You're banned! Get out of here! Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. New dynasty, yeah? King Rev. Alright, so we got two options I see here. I can either go with the winners, which would be, or the losers to be able to, well, we can't do the losers because there's three winners. So these three have won, right? Or wait, did the counts win or did the patricians win, right? Because we've done yellow. Yellow won, red just won, green won, right? The counts won. Okay. So these are your options then. Who's the best of the best? All right, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Can we get the team voting thing again? Yeah. Pick your color so you don't forget. Red. Purple. Yellow. Oh. Luigi guy already got it. All right. I didn't misspell purple. All right, purple. That was Luigi guy's misspelling. All right. Purple, I'm going to be real with you. I think the only way that I'm actually going to win this is if I ally with someone. So how about this, purple? Every chance I have to fuck over red and yellow, I will. Okay? And every other chance that I have to help you, I will. Okay? So I'm gonna marry purple. We're gonna get that big titty goth girlfriend. Going to need to appease everyone. Okay, well, I'm letting you guys choose what to do with me this time. Better dead than red. You wouldn't want to be some yellow belly coward, would you? Come on, purple. Come on. You know you were watching me because you got a little bit of goth in you, a little bit of punk energy in you. Let's do this right, okay? Yes, yes. Yeet me into that river. Yeah, the river is always the choice unless if you ban it, in which case you lose 1,000 money. How do I want to be remembered? Well, purple tries everything in their possibility to make sure they have the lowest faith possible. So, picking that seems bad. Purple has a good shot at farming. So how about we do farming, y'all? Okay, purple? All right, yellow, you get to decide which way you're gonna do this is. Why am I always red? I have no idea. It's random. Lower our stability to less than 4. Okay. Red, what is your plan? Where can we find the Vinesauce ROM corruptor? I have no idea. I've never done corruptions. That's Vinny's thing. All right, so I'm trying to go for faith, but they're trying to fuck with, or I'm trying to go for farming. So if you go for farming too, then we can work together on this one. The alternative strategy is that we all gang up on yellow since they've won twice. Too late? Okay, well. Eastern Knights, of course. I've made my decision. I'll look forward to it. All I'm saying is every grandee claims to have a saint in his ancestry. Your great-great-grandfather is probably a common dullard. Shut your mouth, you hedge-born puzzle wit. His name was Saint Umber, and he defeated the werewolf of Enjar by turning it to dust in an instant, according to my grandmother. If you're so sure, how about a little wager? A bag of gold says your ancestor was no saint. You're on. What's going on? You spreading lies? You really think he was a saint? Then dig him up. Saints are incorruptible even after death. They do not decay. This is actually a belief of the Catholic Church that some saints are incorruptible and that they stayed exactly the same for decades. Thank you. Okay. 60% chance to win this. Alright, the church records can be muddled, Your Majesty, especially after times of turmoil, but I'll do my best to check. What's the deceased man's name? Saint Umber. Surely you have a history of him somewhere. A few days later, Archbishop emerges from his personal libraries, blinking in the light. I'm sorry, I can't find any record of a saint named Umber. No, check again. By all that's holy. Get owned, bitch! Ninth Preservus, I was so sure. Take your money. Word quickly spreads of Grandee's humiliation. Faith of the church weakens. How many saints will be revealed as falsehoods? Alright. So, Purple, you want to do this, because it'll raise your farming. Currently you're okay, just as long as your farming doesn't lower. And you need to make sure that one other one wins as well that isn't F. So you got to make sure you do C and something else. What's a good one? Honestly, fuck the church. How about E? Purple, let's split our money between C and E. So that way F doesn't win. It hasn't started yet, but now it does. C and E, do not let F win. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Looks like C and F. Well, at least C went through. Yeah, I don't think there's a way you guys are going to be able to turn F around, so don't worry about it. Stop spending your money on it. Tried? Well, thank you. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Okay, well, shit. Oh. Find a spouse. This is gonna be a straightforward one. We're gonna get that big titty goth girlfriend. Women. Please be hot. Please be hot. Please be hot. Taxing issue. Your Majesty, Count Polex 666 of the East has been bleeding dry, Raz. Eaz? Oh, Eaz! I see. Not literally, I hope. No, I'm just making use of a common idiom, Your Majesty. Our taxes are 10 times higher. Okay. Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, what about the poor peasants' cows? Okay. Protect purple. Best for me would be C. A fucks over purple some. Because that's your wealth going down. You want Defiance down. I would like it to go down, but, you know, it's not much of an option right now. Sorry about that. Lost everything, Your Grace. My coffers are empty. What happened? My lands have grown barren. I'm utterly penniless. I beg for whatever coin this council can spend. B or C? I'd like to have money, but I mean, if it fixes your problem, I'm fine with it. A lower Defiance. C might be okay, depending on how it goes. I don't trust XCOM logic, though. I'd rather take a hit to my treasury and save my peoples. We gotta get lucky, I guess. Countess Queen Bean Machine returns to her keep, where she starts selling off her farmland. But alas, it's sparse and scrubby. Shit. Grandees aim to lower it to 4. Okay. So purple has the most money, followed by red. So we tax red, I suppose. No, I don't want to tax y'all. That makes your life worse. Eligible options. I don't care. I don't need to know what they look like. Yeah, she's all right. She's intriguing. I don't like the look of her. Meh. Meh, I say. I have made my decision. Desmondida of the East. Call for apprentices. Dreadful tidings, your holiness. A meddling wizard has set up shop. I believe it's Brisket, Lord of the Bells. Why is that a problem? They put a call out for apprentices, which was a rare event, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. That sounds good. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking peasants from all over the south are lining up for a chance. Not just peasants. Gear have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce. But those common folk were no match. I'll be the most powerful noble in this council has ever seen. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We cannot let this go ahead. Not only is this heresy, it presents a clear, dangerous conflict of interest. How? Wizards only answer to themselves. Their powers are unmatched, such that entire kingdoms cannot withstand them. Even an apprentice on the council would be dangerous, but Aaron Gear could use magic to interfere with the votes, or you for that matter. We shall assemble the council. So it's red versus yellow right now. As a purple, I would never use magic to affect politics. Yeah? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And you have nothing to fear from me, my liege. I will always have the kingdom's best interests at heart, even as a wizard. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay. This traveling bard has... a song you say about me? I love songs. All I require is for a subject. Teach them to love me. Give me a few weeks. A small payment of 500. Quadruple that. Oh, your majesty. Bard scurries out of the throne room without delay. All right, we're making it happen, Purple. I may have to do things to lower their defiance every now and then, Purple, and sometimes that'll be against you, and I apologize, but I swear to God, I'm going to make sure that stability stays high and defiance for red and yellow stays low. Because if they're mad at me, if they try and kill me, if they rebel, then we're fucked as well. Because their current win condition is all tied up into one big basket. So all I got to do is make sure stability stays as high as possible and keeps the defiance of the other two regions down. And then we got this, y'all. Okay? We can win. Honestly, the purple people are honorable. I trust them. Kingdom was supposed to be in chaos now, and now everyone's cool with it. Damn it, blast it. We can hardly argue that the king's advisor are doing a bad job when the whole kingdom has turned to one big picnic. Baron aims to lower it to 4 or less. In goth titties we trust. That's being printed on the money now. A royal wedding. I do. Wonderful. By getting red and yellow to cooperate together, we've fucked over their chances to survive, as long as we keep their defiance low. Agreed. The Lord's Hunt. You arrive for the march of the Lord's Hunt. What weapon did you bring? A sword? What atoms or animals did you bring? Cat. Please, you could make it. So you brought a sword. A brave choice. I hope you know how to use it. And you brought a cat? Ninth above. What were you hoping to hunt with that thing, Mice? It's emotional support. The White Heart? I think you could probably take down a rabbit with a cat. Let's go for rabbits. I respect your decision. Dustin Competent lifts the horn to his lips and blows, producing a sound that scares the birds in the surrounding trees. Let the Lord's hunt commence. Onward! You spur your horse through the undergrowth. Your sword at the ready. Your cat has nestled itself in the saddlebag, fast asleep. I'm afraid your lazy creature and your sword are pretty useless in catching hares, Your Majesty. I'd be impressed if you ride home with anything at all. You ride on. And then a streak of brown fur races across your path. Let the others take care of it. You let the barons take care of the actual hunting. You ride the rear, drunk on your wine, crack jokes about that they're all obliged to laugh at. In the end, the Dr. Spammer bags the highest stag that you've ever seen. Wait, we were hunting. How the fuck did you catch a stag? We were going after rabbits. You haven't won any of the barons' respect, but they appreciate your company nonetheless. And now they social obligations are fulfilled. You can go back to the capital and resume business. There's a werestag. I see. That's normal and also a thing that exists. The deceased. Uh-oh. Sorry, a friend of yours? She was wealthy. Grandee Dorana was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course, the estate should be mine. Okay. Well, none of these affect farming or stability. I think I'm just gonna let it go. Honestly, as long as Defiance doesn't go up purple, we're good. So B or A, but definitely not C or D. Purple, what are you doing? I mean, I guess the money's nice, but it's kind of scary. Okay, okay, well, just vote for... We're fucked, aren't we? Okay, great. The great Grandee's money... Okay. The trade is now dominant in the south. Great. Okay, we can make this happen. Yes. The famine begins! I am a very good king! You must lower stability for... Oh, fuck. Huh. Uh-oh. Huh. Greetings, Rev. I have an idea. As I'm sure you know, the counts have been shirking their religious duties a bit recently, and the faith of the Night's God could be higher in the East. The problem is feeling of disconnection from the church here in the capital. You want to become a preacher? An ambassador. Okay. Sure. Go forth and do that. Boilant Green rushes into the council chamber, breathless in disarray. You haven't slept in weeks. It's because I've been placed under a curse. My hair is falling out in chunks. Maybe you're old. Rev Y? I don't trust XCOM math, you know? 80% chance to win one? Yeah, but if it fails, stability goes down. And that's bad. Praise be. Be sure to bring plenty of coin. Oh. Okay. Inappropriate magic. Your majesty, help me. What the fuck, Tofandor? I've been cursed, withering away, Gear is to blame. Look, I didn't expect Blitzkit's spell to do that. Anyway, Tofandor stole my prize Atash toothbrush last week, and I just wanted to give him a toothache. Unimaginable pain, please, by the night, make it stop. This can't go unpunished, your highness. A moment later, Tofandor's skull falls off and he collapses onto the floor in a pile. Well then. Maybe if we do nothing, that would be good. What do you think? How does it feel for the entirety of chat to be after your ass, Gear? Well, bye, Gear. No, I won't let you. Unlimited power shall be mine. Palace Watch moved to arrest him. They're vaporized by a wave of magical energy. Once the dust settles, Gear is nowhere to be seen. This is awkward. Grandees aren't pleased that Gear got away, but no one can say that you didn't try. Whoopsie. A. No, B. Pick B, pick B. Ooh. And don't forget you need high farming, purple. Yeah. Yeah, you do. How are you gonna start a famine and survive it if your farming is bad? Logic. People are trying to fuck with you because they're from the other kingdoms. They're trying to get you to lose. I'm with you, Purple. We're together on this one. Don't fuck this up. Fuck it. About your error. Thank you. We'll have a child. I must fuck. I gotta get that dick wet. Missing nobles? Your Highness, a number of barons have gone missing in the east. They traveled to the Inwa's castle to negotiate trade agreement, but they haven't returned. The missing barons never made it to my lands. They most likely got lost. The east is a dangerous place. Where'd they go? Just off the north of my estate is the Mold Patter Forest. To the west, it's Twilight Lakeland. To the south, our land's haunt. I like to live remotely. Does the wonders for the soul. Who's dead? 3 barons. Pretty obscure. Morning as fuck. An android priest. I'm certain there's some sort of ploy by Canteen Inwa. In a few months' time, they will quietly offer us a ransom. Blood and stars. Don't be foolish. We'll find them. We just have to decide where to focus our efforts. Gotta keep that defiance down. Can't work as a team, Purple, unless if we work as a team. The detachment of elite trackers are sent over to the vast lakeland to search for android priests and the other barons. They turn up nothing. Nothing to do with missing nobles, anyway. Your Majesty, you'll never guess what I just found. It's a baron android priest, but it's just as exciting, perhaps more. The fabled Melancholy Lake, the same one in which the Queen Sharasha drowned herself in after her sons were murdered. How exquisitely cultural. How wonderful. I'm so happy for you. Whoopsie. La Llorona? I think so. I have to piss real bad. 2 minutes, BRB? Piss! I am back. Okay, blood money then. Oh, what are you talking about? Looks like you swallowed a wasp. You kept looking at me like you trod on your foot. I think you mean the opposite of what you say. No, that's not the case. Damn, it isn't? I guess I was wrong. Let's switch to the court position. I'm fucking with you. We gotcha. Honestly, not C, but I picked Monarch's Iron choice just so there'd be some benefit to it. Eastern troops arrive to Faunatide's estate. They find the witch has already fled, along with the remains of Faunatide's gold. Peasants have no memory of their time under the witch's rule, but the church has churches have been burned, and profane messages scrawled on their charred walls. The fields will never be again be as bountiful as they were under the witch's reign. Well, it could have been a lot worse, but it's okay. Kingdom is meant to be a whirlpool of chaos by now. More like a whirlpool of smiles and hugs. No demon will come anywhere near it. I don't really want to fuck over anyone. An invitation. Without a word, Count Heckdarnit hands you a blood-red envelope sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Rad as fuck. Can I have this? Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil. It takes place in an autumn night late next year. What's this about? I can say no more. You can choose to accept, or okay, I guess I'll go. We gotta do cool parties, alright, Purple? We're gonna be cool. The lake we discovered is beyond all doubt the final resting place of Queen Sharasha the Melancholy. She drowns herself with your ancestor, King Aron the Great. Killed her sons. It's a very important cultural discovery. You understand. Pilgrims have already turned up from across the east as a number of poems have been composed. Thought you might want to get involved, perhaps some of your treasury to fund such cultural events. I'm sure your wife would love the idea. Yeah, I'm sure she would, but I'm broke as fuck. You get two choices. Uh-oh. It was 69 for a second, so nice for a second, but now not nice. Excavations begin immediately against the church's wishes. Sure enough, there's an ancient skeleton is dredged from the lake bed within a few weeks. You're not sure how anyone knows it's her. This is fantastic! A true piece of Eastern history. It belongs in a museum. Instead of a museum, it ends up in Kantin Inawa's keep, where they charge a modest fee for the common folk to come and gawp. Oh, okay. Enjoy the money? I don't know how to pronounce the name, man. What do you want? Merchants are visiting from the south as far afield as Valmir and Atesh. Quarterly figures are stunning. You what? Lots and lots of money, Your Highness. The Southern Economist has an audacious idea for all your wealth. Call it an experiment. We get the peasants gold, but they're not there working. This will ensure... Oh, we're doing this again. Splendid. It would help everyone in the South live a decent life. Rev, you'll say yes, won't you? Reserve us. What are you saying? And we should hand out cash for nothing? Just, you know, I feel like that's kind of our job as a kingdom, to make sure they, like, my average, like, citizen doesn't die. I'll be real, I want to fuck my wife. But barring that, what's the worst possible one? I don't know. Good luck with that. Please vote A so I can fuck my wife. Oh, raise defiance so you can go ahead and, like, cause a riot or whatever, but I just want to fuck my wife, please. Please let me have an heir for once. Please don't cuck me. Thank you. I'm so pleased. Let's see how this improves the place, shall we? Many grandees are furious, not only that the nobles watch anxiously, worried about the outrageous new strategy spreading elsewhere, but their fears are unfounded. Freedom from at least some of the back-breaking worry on how they will pay for their next meal. Peasants praise the crown of the council. Farm owners treat their workers better for fear of them leaving to go somewhere else, and as they confirm, no longer have to work themselves to death for coins. So it flourishes along with the grandees. You give you no credit, of course. Have sex! Poop your pants, have sex! There's a troll in the dungeon! Your Majesty, the Palace Watcher are reporting there's a troll downstairs in the dungeon. Oh, what's a troll? Violent Brutus creatures. No idea how one got in our dungeon, but we'll do something. Okay. Okay. Yes, Your Majesty. Hours later, you're informed there is a bloody battle in which the beast is slain. Several soldiers are killed in the process. The troll's body is dumped into the Treadwater River. Though it's hard to keep such a thing a secret, Riverside peasants start spreading rumors of trolls running amok in the capital. It was one. Contested wreck? Oh, like that. Opportunity, Your Majesty. Kurth's ship sank last week just off the coast. I request permission to salvage this wreckage. Kurth's vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters. Our waters, upon my honor. In fact, it's closer to our city of Sorenza than any of yours. Aren't you guys literally the same faction? Why are you guys mad? It's bugged? Okay, well. A and B are the same. D has the worst odds, I guess? I'm being honest with y'all, I really just don't want yellow to win again. But I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that purple wins if anyone wins aside from me. If I can't do that, I make sure that yellow loses. Leave it alone. What are the bounty? The riches. Though everyone protests that decision, the word arrives in Sorenza that a rogue salvage team is eaten by sharks and dashed across the reefs while trying to retrieve the cargo ship's cargo. That bug was fixed. It should be out in a couple of days. Okay, good. As you're walking beside a palace parade grounds, a crossbow bolt whizzes past your head and shatters into the wall behind you. Baron Confucius Rex approaches, out of breath and waving frantically. He has a sleek, fancy-looking crossbow nestled in one hand. Hell's bells, Your Majesty! I nearly took off your head. What the fuck? Sorry to scare you. I just wanted to show you this crossbow. It can shoot 3 bolts a minute and punch through Ashmandine armor at 500 yards. Beautiful, isn't she? Trouble is, to achieve such accuracy and power, she needs to be crafted from spring wood, which only grows on the forests of the south, and those southern bastards charge exorbitantly for it. What do you want me to do? The barons of the march are guarding your borders, Your Majesty, and yet we can't afford to buy the weapons we need. You want to keep your kingdom safe, grandees must stop the price gouging. It's outrageous. Those barons just want a bargain. Oh. I don't think I have the reverse option. Increase the price of wood. Refuse to limit the free market. The next time an Ashmandian horde comes screaming over the border, I'll lay out the welcome mat. For the next few months, the grandees continue to ratchet up springwood prices. Only the wealthiest barons can afford their finest crossbows, and the marchers' armies are forced to make do with subpar equipment. Please let me fuck my wife. My heir. I have one. Holding the child, a small child. Oh my god, I actually got to fuck. I have a son. Your Majesty, I will be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son. What is his name? Rev the Second. We are blessed, Your Majesty. I'm sure little Rev the Second will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Confirmed for not a virgin. Thank you, chat. Big W today, as I got my dick wet. After a particularly long session at the council, Desmondina comes to find you in your chambers. Blood and stars, how do you deal with all that talking? When will they just do something decisive? I know exactly what you mean. What if we did something to make things better? I've been riding to the monastery to the east, and they're using a particular herb to treat wounds. But no one's doing it on a wide scale. If I had the equipment, the reagents, we could do all sorts of research to help the people. Ordinary people, too. Not just nobles with money. You need to be careful with the budget. I really don't have that kind of money, but yeah. We'll squeeze out as much as we can, won't we? She kisses your cheek before hurrying off to enact her plans. My wife is cool. My real wife is better, but you know. Your Esteemed Highness, we bring troubling news. What? Group of individuals in the East are engaged in meeting in secret rituals to preach heretical teachings and engaging in rituals. Disciples of the 10th, they believe one day that the prophesied 10th god will save us from the apocalypse of the 9th is setting into motion as we speak. Dangerous nonsense. Regrettably, I require the council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my inquisitors will have destroyed the cult before, cults? In Purple Lands? Don't worry about it. Heresy is a disease, Your Highness. If you do not cure it quickly, it'll spread and become uncontrollable. With nothing to rein them in, the disciples of the 10th thrive in a faithless region of the East, spreading their influence. Yes, let's get that cult shit going. Let's go! Hail Satan! All the purples in chat. Can I get a Hail Satan in chat? Hail Satan! You know, I honestly kind of forgot that I was doing a farming win. Your ambition. Start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the father of the nation. You're well on your way. Your peasants are well fed and thriving. I think of you fondly. Well done, Your Majesty. Shut down your nobles scheming for good. We need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare to overthrow you and fear of revolution. Or you could declare war on the Ashmindine Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes if you win. Wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting town criers to shout about your achievements to the masses. But first, you'll need to some actual achievements. Your priority is to raise the king's stability and overall farming as much as you can, and of course, there can be no open rebellions amongst the nobles. A letter arrives. Your wife Desmondia is busy reading her letters when she gasps. Blood and stars, what in the world are they saying? Is this about your medical research? At least Count Agudjar thinks I'm doing a good job, but Baron Doblerine says the herbs are dangerous. That researching them will... Dude. Big titty goth waifu, I really need you to get this weed thing under control, because it sounds fucking awesome. Interest moment. How could you, Rev? Well, we've already fucked, so I don't need you. She leaves the room without another word. Word gets out. A group of barons send you a coronet encrusted with emeralds and diamonds. It looks very charming on display in their treasury. The Crimson Vigil. Oh, this is that thing that you wanted me to do, right, purple guys? Okay. Your baggage train keeps getting stuck in bogs. All right, it's 5 o'clock. I have to feed the kitties. Guests of the Crimson Vigil can compete on who can dress as the most ghoulish, frightening costume. What do I dress as? Middle choice. The red dye makes your skin itch, and your hoof-like shoes are difficult to move around in, but you strike a startling figure. As you're assessing your appearance, Count Hecdarnit sweeps in dressed as a living corpse. Welcome, welcome. I see you're dressed as one of the servants of the seventh god. How delightfully blasphemous. Remember to stay in the upper levels. The dungeons are out of bounds. In the ballroom, you find counts gathered, dressed up as all frightful monsters. Wolfmen, pumpkin heads, witches. A waiter glides past. Oh, shit! Oh, that's normal. Okay. Holding a tray of sandwiches, a pianist plays a mournful tune. Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take? A mourner? Or will you portray the hound of the betrayer? Can you tell me more about them? Surely you're familiar with our customs, Your Majesty. You aren't sure. You should stick to being a mourner. You know what? Let me be a total dickbag. Count gathers. After Count Hecdarnit delivers a short speech about remembering the old ways, a flaming crown is placed upon his head. I'll be playing the king in exile this evening. The hounds of the betrayer will try and catch me, but fear not, I am swift as falling stars and old as the hills. Chase. Hecdarnit runs down the corridor, flames licking behind him. You give chase, A dozen other hounds of the betrayer run alongside you, howling and yipping enthusiastically. Somehow, despite the silly costume and massive flaming hat, he's quick on his feet. Catching one won't be easy. To your surprise, the Count's ecstatic that the king in exile evaded you. They declare good omen and smash a bottle of red wine in celebration. Heck darn it, does not reappear. After that, the music is more cheerful. The Count dance and chat long into the night. At dawn, you board your carriage and begin a long journey back to the capital. In season. No need to piss anyone off. I need to go feed the cats real quick because they're starving to death. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Two minutes. BRB. Starving to death, kitties. I forgot to unmute my audio. I'm very sorry. I was reading that, though. This will be the biggest public relations campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom, giving speeches. Town criers will declaim your great deeds on every corner. Can we do things that actually help? Nobles will never accept it. You need to secure your hold on power. Then you can pass whatever reforms you want. Or help with the fact that the kingdom is harmonious. It's important to keep it that way. I also need to keep something in mind. A hungry peasant is never happy with their king. Luckily, the land is bountiful right now. If your peasants remain comfortable and well-fed, you'll win their devotion for sure. Goal is to raise... Okay. Stargazing. You simply can't go on, your majesty. These arch-boffins think they know everything. They know nothing of the Night's God's wrath. Please, your majesty, we found the perfect site for an observatory, high in the southern hills, but Grandee Mantis Toboggan's Magnum Dong's lands, and they refuse to let us build there. Such things are heresy. The stars are just as big and as close as the ninth god intended. Who put you up to this idea? I bet it was one of those counts. Like Rue does stuff. This is reversed, yes. Lowest number wins. Find a different site for the observatory. Search far and wide for an alternate site in the southern hills, but other grandees have similar concerns to Mantis Toboggan's Magnum Dong. Eventually, the scholars reluctantly build their observatory deep in the eastern moors, but incredibly remote location makes it hard to keep the place staffed and maintained. Within a few years, you'll imagine the place will be shuttered and closed. At least the nobles wasted their own money for once. Aboard Royal. Blood and stars, I can't believe my project didn't happen. I don't want to be a figurehead. That's not what I was in the East, and that's not what I'll be now. By the blood of the dead, how tiresome. She soon heads out to a trip in the east where she does some huge amount of waving and smiling, kissing babies, even if she would have preferred if the eastern commoners were keen to support her. You can't go below 0? Oh well. Oh wow. Hurry, Your Majesty, you have to give another speech. Get my fancy robes. Get the king his fancy robes. You're hustled out to the palace balcony, below which a sea of expectant and unwashed faces gaze up at you. As you step into the view, they erupt into cheers. Hats thrown in the air, someone faints with joy. Everywhere you've gone, you met the same reception. The public likes you. They really like you. They like me. They really like me. As soon as you launch the speech, the peasants hang on to your every word. The crowd grows and grows. When you wrap up, the peasants cheering so loudly you're nearly knocked over. Oh, well done, Your Majesty. That went brilliantly. It did, Chancellor. You did. Now let's take our show on the road. For the next few weeks, you'll be traveling all over the kingdom, delivering the same speech to packed venues. Everywhere you go, you'll be greeted by cheers and applause. It's going wonderfully. Common folk of the March even want to throw you a big surprise banquet to celebrate your achievements. And I know about it? Yeah. If I've learned anything as a chancellor, it's that surprises should be avoided. This is a sign that you're a true king of the people, Majesty. It has nothing to do with nobles. It's all ordinary folk, salts of the earth. Exactly as I wanted. I'm so glad, Your Majesty. Wait your invitation. After a few weeks, the Chancellor sidles into your office looking very pleased with themselves. Your Majesty, the townfolk of the March are ready for your visit. Oh yes, my surprise party. Yes, that's right. Please keep up the pretense. You make your preparations to leave. Although it's meant to be a surprise, you may as well bring some essential luxuries. Your wife, Desmondia, steps up to the carriage and settles beside you, looking out the window. I always thought you were wasting your time caring about what the peasants want. Now we'll see which one of us is right. It's very nice, don't you think? It's very nice. I'm so glad you agree, Your Majesty. Little Rev II makes the Chancellor play an increasingly undignified make-believe games on their journey. You finally arrive at the Marcher's capital. Everywhere the people line the streets and hang out the windows, cheering for your procession. Baron Tempest 777 stalks up to you and bows. His smile is very rigid. Your Majesty, how good to see you. Surprise. Oh, for me? The Marchers common folk, they've decided to support the crown so much they put a party on. Oh, goodness, I'm overcome. That's quite understandable. It's a surprise for all of us. Voices that prayed follow you throughout the halls. The townsfolk throw flower petals in your path. Baron Tempest 777's face is like a thunder. Like thunder? What the fuck does that mean? When you enter the banquet hall, the national anthem strikes up and even more cheering rises. The hall is filled with marcher townsfolk. But there are also common folk amongst all the kingdom. In one corner, eastern peasants clap politely, looking dignified. The chancellor looks stunned. I have no idea how everyone had got together for this. Let's party. The people will roar in approval. You spend a week in March feasting and drinking and breaking bread with commoners. You can't be on holiday forever. Eventually, you need to return to the capital where the court council is in session. The nobles are arguing again. By the blood of the dead, we must have the coin from the treasury. I found an ancient law stating that the East is entitled to funds for the Eastern sporting activities. We need the gold for businesses. Peasants aren't working hard enough. We're losing momentum. Think back to the gathering of peasants, trade people, and merchants, all cheering for you. So many of them cheering for you. Time for a change. I'm bringing peasants into the council. Peasants? The council? You lock eyes with him. You can tell he's thinking about the banquet in his town. Of course, Your Majesty. Even over a single day, it becomes clear the nobles are running scared. They have so much support from ordinary people that the kingdom and the nobles have realized just how outnumbered they really are. Merchants and peasants rub shoulders with aristocrats in the council sessions, bringing fresh perspective and concerns ordinary people to the throne for the first time. The kingdom grows truly harmonious. Even the crown feels lighter on your head when you put it on each morning. Your reign stretches out in front of you, full of hope and ready for a bright future. Yay. I'll be honest, I don't know, I don't know if that was skill or if my strategy worked. It's kind of hard to tell. I would almost say that there was almost no options for y'all. It was luck, terrible RNG? Okay, fair enough. Skill issue, my liege. Well, chat. People congratulating him are on some fucking industrial grade copium. Luck also, chat voted for super boost stability that one time. Listen, chat was like, I'm willing to throw this game if it means that Rev gets laid. And honestly, that's fairly on brand for chat. So thank you guys. I'm glad I can depend on you guys for that. We fucked ourselves. We have to accept that. Yes. While you guys fucked yourselves, I fucked my wife. The sun-dappled vineyard, Zylma and Grandy Wereducky opened a bottle of their finest vintage. Their schemes had amounted to nothing. There's always next time. The barons attempted to replace their king's advisor, never planned out. One night, Baron Calibrated Gallo awoke to find their smiling spy master holding a knife to their throat and kindly asked them to desist. Rushing to complete their scheme, the counts attempted their blood ritual too early. The summoned demon escaped their control and slaughtered dozens, including Alistair and Count Frungulus. It's nice to be loved, especially when you're loved by an entire kingdom. King Rev rode a surge of public adoration for another 15 years of carousing, feasting, and popular reform, which were promptly undone after his passing, but the peasants thought it was nice while it lasted. I did not run into Mike or Limes's NPCs today, but they're not in chat, so they wouldn't. Our 10 trade did nothing for us. I guess that's the trick to win is literally to just like ally with someone. Part of my thought process was that it'd be easier if I had one person on my side. One team on my side, and then also pray that you get good luck and use your abilities. Too much infighting. Yeah, I guess so. You have a higher chance of your NPC showing up if you're a if you own the game, which is interesting. Only having to protect one attribute helps. Yes, that was the other thing, is that you guys decided to go after the same one, which made the job a lot easier for me. Or a lot of red versus yellow events as well, and then that weird yellow versus yellow event. But what I'd like to do right now is I'd like to switch to Pokemon Rogue, Emerald Rogue, if that's okay. In the bet, of course. Yes. Give everyone their money back. I'm just kind of glad that yellow didn't win again. I'll be real. Pokemon Emerald.